Hello, my name's Belinda from Being Agile, and this is a short guide to retrospective sailing from Being Agile in Business. Retrospective sailing is a great game to play with your team to help to reflect, learn, and improve, and in this sense, make your boat go faster. In this session, we'll look at how to play the game. We'll look at this case example, and then we'll look at how we can find an actionable way forward. Retrospectives are a great tool in Agile method. They help us to review, reflect, and learn, help us to look at what's going well, what could be better, how can we improve what's going well, and how can we do better next time. Retrospectives are classically used to review the Agile process, to look at how we're doing Agile and how we can improve the way that we do it. But more broadly, retrospectives can be used to review any situation or scenario. It can help us to reflect on our team, our progress, the development of our products and services, a particular project, or used as personal reflection tool. So here's how we play retrospective sailing. First of all, we want to get our team to draw their boat. So the main goals of this boat has to be that it needs to have a hull, it needs to have sails, and it needs to have an anchor. Other than that, the team have full artistic license in terms of drawing whichever boat that they'd like to. If you're online, you can use this template, which is downloadable from my website. So once the team have drawn their boat, then what we want to do is add a name and a mission to our boat. So get the team to come up with a name for the boat collectively. This really helps to give ownership of the boat. And then ask the group to add their mission. So map out what their mission is for their boat and what the goal is for this retrospective. Once we've got our name and our mission, then we can start to add our sails and our anchors to our boat. The sails represent what's going well, and the anchors, the challenges and what's holding us back, what could be better. So here we've got a number of sails. And what we're also going to do is we're going to scale those sails. So we're going to look at how big those sails are and how big those anchors are. So on a scale of 1 to 10, we want to scale those sails. +1 being a small sail, a pretty sail, and nice to have. A +10 would be our main sail. This is really taking our boat forward. Similarly, with our anchors, we want to score these from a -1 to a -10. So a -1 would be a minor impediment, a minor irritation, whereas a -10 would be a huge anchor stopping our boat completely and stopping us from moving forward. It's really great to identify sails and anchors and discuss these as a team, scale them as a team, and look for opportunities to discuss in more detail. Once we've established our sails and our anchors, then our next step is to look at how we make our boat go faster. How do we raise some of those sails even higher? And how do we raise some of those anchors up? These are our +1 improvements. So by taking an agile approach, we want to take small, actionable, incremental improvements. We don't want to take big bang improvements. We don't want to try and turn that -7 into a +7. We want to just look at how can we turn that -7 into a -6. What small actionable thing could we do in our next sprint or our next sprint or two that would allow that anchor to raise just 1 notch? Equally, what could we do with our sails? How could we turn that +8 into a +9? Here you can see this anchor has 3 options for +1 improvements that we can take forward. This really helps the team to identify simple ways that we can raise those sails and raise those anchors that we can potentially take forward as a team, helping our boat to go faster, better, and in a better direction. So we've identified our goal, our mission. We've established the reality, those sails that are taking us forward and the anchors that are holding us back. And we've identified options for our improvements, how we make our boat go faster. So now we want to look at our way forward. Using an Agile approach, we can add our +1 improvements to our backlog. So here's an example of an Agile canvas with planned work already showing in our backlog in our future work. So what we can do for our next sprint of work here, what we want to do is we'll pull across some of our planned work, but we can also pull across some of these +1 improvements so that we can get those things actioned and make our boat go faster. So that's a really vital component of this game, is not just identifying our goal and those sails and those anchors, but identifying actionable ways that we can actually raise those sails and raise those anchors by just a notch to help our boat go faster. So let's have a look at that case example. So this is a boat from a conference we attended and a workshop I ran there. The attendees in the group are attendees of the conference and also speakers. So here we can see that they've mapped their mission onto their sunshine ship. And that sunshine ship has got various sea creatures as well. So mermaids and an octopus, starfish and fish, and the sun is shining. So our mission is to learn, to network, to take great thinking away, to share our crazy ideas, to make friends, to get out the office. Lots of great goals associated with this boat. Next, we've looked at the reality. So we've mapped out what are the sails, what are those things putting the wind in our sails and taking our boat forward at the conference, and what are the anchors, what are the challenges holding us back. So we've got things like air conditioning gets a 10, the practical sessions with a 10, tweets about the speakers a 7, and the Slack channel a 2. And then down here with the anchors, we've got not getting the book for the keynote, missing the sunshine, not enough chocolate cake, I like that one, and too many sessions, too much choice, not able to know what to choose from. So we've established some really great sails and some great anchors. And then these yellows are showing our +1 improvements. So we've got some ideas here for the Slack channel to promote it earlier, to have somebody volunteer into a role to actually help run that Slack channel, to create a shared space for people to get together, to move the books to a different space so they're more accessible, to film the sessions as well. So we've got some great +1 improvements here to help take our boat forward. So if you'd like to play this game with your team, you can download the boat template from my website and also find more tips and tactics and tricks for running the retrospective and facilitating that. You'll also find other resources like the Agile Canvas, and you can find out more on my website or in my book. And please do link in. It's always great to see pictures of other people's boats and how your games have gone. And I'm always really happy to talk to anybody who might be interested in further coaching and training for your teams to help you to be more agile. I hope you've enjoyed this short guide. Thank you.